Next part I would like to tell you about is time and timers. What is peculiar about it? What are use cases of this? At first, where you can find them. If you go to when you select variable in Easy Logic, there is like a general subpage, and here you can find the following variables: time, Unix time, day of week, and uptime. So as for the time, and you can see comments, maybe you have already seen them before, but about each variable we have some comments. So you can actually use them. It's there instead of documentation because very convenient. You just open the variable and have a look how it works. So about time, it is current time from the midnight of today. So using it, what you can do using it, you can control working hours. We will have a look next slide at it. As for Unix time, using Unix time you can control the date because it is amount of seconds from some particular date, and using it you can control that today is that particular day. It's a pity you will need to convert this, but there are online converters, and if you need some particular date, not a problem. Also, we typically use Unix time for controlling how many seconds passed from some particular point to some other point. Also, I will tell about it later. As for day of the week, it's actually clear, so caption in the right corner. 1 is Sunday, 2 is Monday, etc., etc. Also for working hours control, very convenient thing. So device can do it automatically. And uptime, it is typically used for troubleshooting, and there is even such command that you can send to the device uptime. How many time did it go since the last device reset? So how many time it works without resetting. One important thing, it is the time is counted in like UTC 0, so like London time. Please remember about it, especially when you have big time difference. So maybe due to this time difference, you will even have different day in comparison with London. So you need to remember about it when you set up some borders for drivers. Okay, as for time, as already mentioned, we can control driving hours. How can we do this? So we check at first ignition. If ignition is on, we control time. If it is less than work start time, we just save some particular parameter, work start time, specify here it will be in seconds from the start of the day. So you need to calculate, so 60 seconds in 1 minute, 60 multiply on, for example, 8, how many seconds it will be, and specify this border. If time is less, somebody is started to do something earlier than this beginning of the working day, so earlier. So it means that before the working day, somebody took the vehicle, and it's not typically not very good. So you can play audio file, for example, you can save point, you can set up some other reaction depending on your situation, on your case. Or if it is not earlier than beginning of the day, it can be later than end of the working day. So another check if it is true. So if after the working day somebody took the vehicle, again we should react somehow. Of course, it's up to you how to react. Send additional points, set up this from server side, no matter. Control of this particular time, that vehicle is taken during this time, and that's it. If everything is okay, we just put delay and wait and check again, like once in 5 seconds, maybe not such often, depending on your situation. Also here you can use day of the week, for example, to set up reactions for weekends as well. If device is taken like in working hours, but in the weekend, it's also necessary to react, maybe just up to your situation. Okay, as for Unix time, how we typically use this for specifying the date, but more often for counting some particular period. For example, you need to control for something for several hours, or you need to measure how many time some operation take. For example, here, my situation, what I did. First of all, I have a variable start time, and I write Unix time there. So there will be some strange number of seconds, like in this particular format, but no matter, just we are remembering current point. After that, we, for example, disable GSM unit, delay for make delay for 1 second, and then again enable GSM unit. Mistake. I pressed GSM unit, and after that it is navigational unit. I'm sorry. So it is enabling GSM unit. So for example, you are interested in how many time it takes to switch it on and switch it off. So you do this, switch it off, delay, switch it on, and after that you using stop time variable, remember the exact name. So you have now time of the beginning, time of the end, and lower, like there is a mathematical operation, you take from stop time start time. This will be the time, but I also not divided, took one, because 1 second we had in the middle delay in 1 second, so I take it from result, and actually now in result there will be particular time in seconds, how long did it take to switch off GSM unit and switch it on back. I don't have display here of this variable because we are going to talk about displaying data a little bit later, but general idea is something like this. So you remember the time, do something, remember the time again, and from the end take the beginning, and this difference will be actually how long did some operation take. About uptime, I already mentioned, so it can be used for some service purposes. For example, if device restarting too often, it's a reason to check, for example, voltage. Maybe there are some problems with voltage. It happens, so just for your convenience.